Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm a girl's best friend. I say the things your real life friends are thinking but won't say out loud. And today we're getting into something that might shift your entire perspective. Because I need you to listen carefully to this. What if the reason you feel stuck or overwhelmed or behind isn't because life is unfair, but because you're playing it on default settings? I know that might sting a little, but stay with me. What if I told you there are women walking around right now, not smarter than you, not more talented than you, not even more deserving than you, but they understand the mechanics. They know when to move, when to wait, when to invest energy, when to detach, when to level up quietly. And because of that, life looks smoother for them. Not perfect, not magical, strategic. Most people are button mashing through life. They react, they scroll, they compare, they panic, they overextend, they burn out. Meanwhile, a small percentage, they treat life like a video game. And once you understand that lens, everything changes. So let's talk about how to actually play better. Watch until the end for some life-changing advice. Level 1, character creation. Every game starts with character creation. You choose traits, strengths, weaknesses, aspirations. Real life doesn't give you a literal customization screen, but you are customizing yourself every single day. A lot of women say, "I'm just like this. I've always been this way. I'm not that kind of girl." Says who? Confidence is trained exposure. Discipline is repetition. Charm is social intelligence. Composure is emotional practice. You are not stuck with the personality build you developed at 15. If you want a different outcome, you need a different build. Ask yourself, who would I need to be to sustain the life I say I want? Because the version of you built for survival is not always the version built for abundance. And if you don't intentionally design your character, life will keep responding to the old settings. Level 2. Your spawn point is data. Now, let's talk about spawn points. Not everyone starts the game in the same house. Some people spawn with financial stability. Some spawn with chaos. Some spawn with emotional safety. Some spawn in survival mode. And no, it's not fair. But fairness was never the mechanic. Here's the mistake: treating your starting point like a permanent identity. Strategic women treat it like information. If you grew up in chaos, you likely developed awareness. If you had limited resources, you developed creativity. If you had to depend on yourself, you developed independence. Every spawn point trains you in something. The question is, are you using the strengths it forced you to develop? Or are you only focusing on what you didn't get? Because when you stop arguing with your beginning, you can start playing smarter from where you are. Level 3, manage your needs bar. Okay, let's be honest. If your sim is exhausted, hungry, and stressed, what happens? They glitch. They snap at people. They fail tasks. They pass out. They can't focus. That's not drama. That's mechanics. And real life works the same way. Your sleep, your nutrition, your mental clarity, your emotional regulation, your boundaries. That's your needs bar. And some of you are trying to fight boss battles on 9% battery. You cannot operate strategically when you're depleted. When you're tired, your standards drop. When you're emotionally overwhelmed, your discernment weakens. When you're burnt out, you react instead of respond. High-level players protect their baseline. They don't glamorize exhaustion. They don't romanticize chaos. They refill before they crash. Because emotional decisions are expensive, and clarity is power. Level 4. Skill points greater than talent. Let's talk leveling up. In games, you don't unlock mastery by wishing. You unlock it by repetition. And yet, in real life, people obsess over talent. She's just naturally good at that. She's just gifted. No. Skill points compound. Communication is trained. Money management is learned. Fitness is built. Negotiation is practiced. Emotional intelligence is refined. Most people start. Few stay consistent. Consistency eliminates most of your competition. If you spend 1 hour a day refining a valuable skill for a year, you are already ahead of the majority. Now imagine stacking skills: communication and confidence, business literacy and emotional intelligence, aesthetic sense and strategy. Individually common, combined, rare. High-level players don't rely on one stat. They build synergy. Level 5. Social gameplay. Now let's talk about something people ignore: social mechanics. Every room has a hierarchy. Every environment has unspoken rules. Every system rewards certain behaviors. Naive players assume, if I'm good at what I do, that's enough. Strategic players understand positioning. They observe who has influence, who controls access, who actually makes decisions, who is respected versus just loud. They build alliances intentionally, not manipulatively, strategically. They protect their reputation. They move with discretion. They don't overshare. They don't react publicly. They don't burn bridges impulsively. Trust is currency, and your reputation is your invisible stat sheet. Protect it. So here's the truth. Life will keep running, whether you study the mechanics or not. The systems will operate. The patterns will repeat. The incentives will exist. The only question is, are you reacting or are you playing? Because when you treat life like a video game, you stop taking every obstacle personally. You start studying patterns. You manage your energy. You upgrade your character. You stack your skills. You protect your positioning. You expand intentionally. And suddenly, life doesn't feel chaotic. It feels playable. So now I need to ask you, are you letting the game play you? Or are you finally picking up the controller? Your move. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.